actually feel the aggression, all right? You have to be honest with it. You have to really feel angry. There has to be a rage that for that moment, I do want to kill him. Yeah, that you have to have that. The key is though, I don't want to spend any time in a class giving you techniques to conjure that up, which a lot of reality-based classes will do. They'll say, right, come with me, right, we're going to work on getting you in a rage, right, I want you to think about this, and they channel and harness this aggression, and they turn you into this tool that's fantastic at getting aggressive, really easy. You can learn little tricks so you can say something or do something, and boom, the rage is there. And it's like, great, but trust me, when you're outside in the street and this dude's putting a knife to your throat, you will have plenty of motivation to find aggression. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If I'm standing between him and my wife, I don't need to learn any crazy tricks and tools in NLP, psychology, to learn how to switch aggression on. That situation will do that for me. My mission really is to learn how to switch the aggression back off again when the situation's over, or when I'm doing the drills in training, so that I can go aggressive and then crack a joke. Yeah, it makes you look like a psychopath as well, which is always good. But no one wants to fight a psychopath. But the key is being able to switch off the aggression rather than switch it on. You'll get loads of motivation outside to switch it on. You don't have to worry about that. It will be there in bags. But it's being able to turn it back off, being able to get back to the normal. Working the door was a great place to learn that, because I'm aggressive with someone, throwing them out or stopping them from coming in, being really aggressive, very assertive, doing my job. They go, the very next customer, I have to be front of house again, very friendly, welcoming, you can't carry that aggression on to the next person, and that's all the road rage, all the violence that's happening is people taking aggression from one thing and carrying it on to the next because they can't undo it, they can't switch it off. So learn to switch the aggression off. The beauty with that is that should a situation happen outside, you get aggressive, you do the business, you have the control to know not to follow through with the 10 years in jail killer blow. Yeah? You can stop yourself, you can keep it under control, and equally when the police turn up, you're calm, you're rational, you look like someone who is the victim and not the attacker, and you know then that you have the rational thought to not say the wrong things, to wait till your solicitor's there and blah blah blah. So if you stay aggressive the moment the police turn up, or it does start to look bad. And that's the key. It has a practical application, but it's far more important than just the real life situation. It's being able to turn that aggression off is far more important for everything. Shit day at work, turn it off when you get home. Don't bring the shit day at work home and have a shit relationship as a result. Do you know what I mean? That's what you're learning, really.
How do you know if you should go aggressive or submissive defense?
I always said that aggressive was always the preferred option, only because it gives you the chance of not having to hit the person. So if you look at that chart, the bit that's dotted, the circle, is the only bit on that chart that's the physical bit, the bit where you knock them out. So I would go aggressive wherever possible. It didn't have to always be that aggressive. It could just, depending on the person, it could just be very assertive, very confident, well, you're in my world now. One of those kind of, the very cool, confident kind of, just don't fuck with me kind of attitude. It doesn't have to be rah. It could just be very confident, very assertive, all the right body language, everything else. So I would often go that route rather than the other route, which ultimately has no option but to go physical. So I would try and go aggressive all the time, but it's a really hard one. People ask me this all the time, and it's a really hard one. Every situation's different. Sometimes you just don't have the time and you just think, I've got to hit this guy, there's no choice. Or even, I've got to hit this guy because it's already started. So sometimes you just don't have the choice. I would try to go aggressive for all situations where possible. That would be the best.